Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you've all heard about the pregnancy announcement from Ebony K Williams, right? Okay, so this guy posted a video which I don't know if he was the one who deleted it or TikTok deleted it, but take a look at a clip I got from the first video, okay?
Ebony K Williams, you are one selfish individual.
Yeah, now a lot of guys were angry with this. There's a whole podcast, they were bashing this woman, saying all sort of things about her decision to go the IVF route to become a mother because she said she's waited for so long, and she can't find the kind of man that she's looking for. And she doesn't want to wait any longer. So she took matters into her own hands and decided to have a child. So people responded to his first video. So I'm going to play some of the responses to his first video, and then I'm going to play other opinions and thoughts of others with regards to her decision to be a single mother. Now let's go and watch all of that, and I'm going to come back and talk some more. And please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you.
Ebony K Williams, you are one selfish individual.
I love this. I love this so much. The men are losing. They're losing and they're snapping out about it. They're figuring out what we've known for a long time, that they're literally not necessary anymore. They're not nothing. You're nothing. We actually don't need you to have families, careers, money, a life. We don't need you guys for that. And we're selfish for it. I truly get a giggle out of men like this because we tried to tell you. We tried. And you didn't want to listen. And when women are out here making the choices to do what's best for them, sans you, we're selfish for it. If that's what you get from it, then that's fine. A few years back, I worked at a law firm. I've talked about this a couple times. And there was this one attorney, and she specialized in maternity law, I think. I'm not 100% sure. But basically, her practice was that she found able-bodied women to donate their eggs to women with fertility issues. And the majority of the women that were seeking these egg donors or surrogates, most of them were single professional women. Most of them. Women were always going to have children, jobs, careers, homes, lives with or without y'all. And we can. And I'm beginning to realize that men have just now begun to realize that they are not a part of that equation in most of our life plans. And they are very, very angry about it. And that's fine. Sir, if no one told you this, let me be the first one to let you know your feelings, your thoughts, your opinions on what will make women happy is no one's concern. No one's. Not a woman on this planet asked you about how you would feel if a woman just decided to up and plan her family herself. What? I want to know what makes you think you're this important. What makes you think that you are this important? Women have children alone all the time. They raise them alone all the time. Weren't you raised by a single mom? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but if you weren't raised by a single mother, you have a plethora of people in your life that were. What's the problem? Why are you guys so worried about what we're doing instead of looking at the root of the problem, which is not us? You can be mad about this. You can call us selfish. Nobody cares. Nobody. And here's the real gag about this. If you actually cared enough to want to do something about it, you would, instead of talking to us. Talking to women who are literally living their lives, minding their business, making the families that they have said repeatedly that they want. So Ebony got tired of trying to wait for a man to give her the thing that she wanted when she realized, oh, wait a minute, I'm successful in my own right. I got a fat bank account. I have a tribe. I can have a baby by myself. And she's doing it. What is the problem? I really want to know, what's the problem? Scratch that. I don't care. I don't care what the problem is, because it really isn't one. It's not my problem. It's not your problem. It's nobody's problem. She wants a baby. She got it. Okay, coming up next on the agenda. I gotta tell you, this makes me so happy. Men are finally understanding. It's finally starting to sink in. We do not need you. And you really should be saying thank you. You're not needed. The pressure's off. Go do or be the thing that you're supposed to do in this life. Do the thing that you want to do. Stop worrying about us. I literally don't understand why you guys care so much. But then don't show us that you actually care. You're just talking. You're not actually doing the work to prove that you care, to fix the issues that you keep bitching about, that we keep solving on our own. Like it or not, women are going to find a way to do the things that are going to benefit them without you. Whether that's have children, get an abortion, get an education, get a home. Women will always figure out how to do the things. You are losing your power. Males are finally getting it, that their power is dwindling, and very soon it will be gone. And women will finally be free. Ladies, do whatever the fuck you want. Do whatever the hell you want. These men, if nothing else, just to piss men off. Do whatever the hell you want. Do whatever. It'll lower your cortisol level. It'll give you glowing skin. Do whatever the fuck you want. And watch the men be mad.
If you're a woman who believes it should be okay for Ebony K Williams to have a baby on her own, you're a part of the problem. I've seen nothing but women of color at that, who are trying to defend the fact that she should be able to do whatever she wants to do because she's beautiful, she's successful, she has all this money, so she should be able to have a baby by herself if she chooses to. And that's a problem. Again, she's 40 years old, having a child on her own. She obviously has the money, the resources to be able to do this. It's not easy to go through that process and to be able to bring up a child into this world. But let's just process that. Making a choice to do it by yourself and not giving your child the best foundation is just not fair to that child. I don't care how you slice it, dice it, how much money you have. If you willingly do this on your own, knowing that it's just you by yourself, no amount of money can make up for that. No amount of money. We see all the women who come on here and talk about how they got daddy issues and they didn't have their daddy and this is why they do this, this is why they do that. What makes you think it's going to be any different for this child? Money does not raise a child. It gives them resources, things that they can do. But again, how do you explain to your child why they don't have a father? Like, who is my father? And again, it's very selfish, very, very selfish, because she decided to make certain decisions in her life and now she's at the point where she decided to have a child by herself, right? She froze her eggs. Back then, whatever she was doing, decided she'll just freeze them and wait until later on. But again, you're not setting a foundation. Women have to stop thinking that money, beauty, like we should just be able to do whatever we want to do because women look a certain way, have a certain amount of access to certain resources. When in fact, what is best for the child? And I don't think many women think about that. So when y'all in the comments, y'all making videos defending it and thinking it should be okay, you're not thinking about a child. But that's the sad part of reality today. People are not thinking about a child's future. You're thinking about in the now, taking the pictures, having a baby shower. But what about when that child comes and they start asking questions when they get to school? Where's my dad? How come my friend, her daddy picks her up? What do you say then? What do you say? If you went to a bank and got what you needed to have this child. It's unfortunate and it's sad that that's how we view things. That just shows the breakdown in the lack of family structure in the Black community.
Let me see if I understand this correctly. Ebony K Williams, the Ebony K Williams, the Ebony K Williams, the lawyer, the influencer, the TV personality, Ebony K Williams, that y'all Negroes said was washed up. She was trifling. She was used goods, damaged goods, too old to be useful for anything. Y'all said this about this woman simply because she said she did not want to date a bus driver. She would only date a guy if he owned the bus company or a fleet of buses. Ebony K Williams is now pregnant and having her own child on her own by choice. And y'all are upset. Like you actually wanted her in the first place. Let the read begin. Because be so fucking for real right now. Let me see if I understand y'all ninjas. You are out here pressed because women can have families without you directly being involved. Y'all do know that while you're out here claiming that these IVF embryos are human beings, that y'all are also donating sperm and leaving them for women to go and collect, right? No one's regulating that crap, but let's move on. She went and utilized the resources that are available to pretty much every woman and got herself inseminated, and now is carrying the baby that she wanted and has the means to take care of that baby on her own. What part of this divesting and decentering men movement are y'all not getting? Y'all keep swearing up and down that y'all are necessary for women to have something, yet you have never given us the what. What exactly do women require you to do? Just as easily as y'all could be hiring surrogates to make the babies that you want, just as easily as y'all could be out here adopting the children to have the family that y'all claim you want, but you really don't want full responsibility for those children. What you want is a woman to carry that burden for you and make you look good as a dad while you do literally the bare minimum in that dynamic. Women are not waiting for y'all to get your ish together. Women are deciding, and this is nothing new, mind you. Y'all have been donating y'all jism forever and a day for enough money to get you through the week. But now you're shocked that the very woman that y'all were trashing a year or so ago is now out here continuing to thrive and living comfortably, happily on her own independently, and is still able to have a family without actually dealing with one of y'all dirty drawers on her bedroom floor, missing the laundry basket every day. Like, why are y'all so pressed about women that y'all swear up and down you do not want? Like, please just say it out loud, because we know the reason, but y'all are in denial still, and y'all don't think that we know why y'all are so concerned about women that you swear up and down are not your type, you're not interested in, or women that you have already decided in your head are not good for anything. Somehow, though, we stay on y'all minds 24/7, 365. Why? Pearl is available. All these black women pick-me's on this app are available. All these women that y'all swear are preaching the gospel and saying everything y'all want to hear are available to you. Yet somehow y'all ninjas stay pressed about black women and women period that y'all swore up and down nobody would want. Because now you realize that we do not care. It was not just some trendy TikTok sound. We meant that shit. Y'all call women selfish for being 40 and having kids, like y'all mamas wasn't out here having babies 10, 15 years apart. Y'all call women selfish for having children on their own without a partner, as if that isn't exactly how a lot of the dynamics in black households is going and has been going either way. It's like y'all really as men just want the option of abandoning a family. So now that you see women creating them without you even getting that choice, you're in your feelings. So you're deflecting that and calling women selfish. Because we won't give you the opportunity to screw us over, use and abuse us, give us STDs, mistreat us and the children, and then abandon us to take care of the kids by ourselves anyway. She's selfish for having her own child on her own terms with the resources that were available to her? Or is it that as men, you're mad that y'all don't get to have access to this woman and weaponize that child against her? Because I know y'all still ain't in 2024 acting like that women are the only ones that be using these babies to control people. Y'all really are pressed that women are not allowing you to control us and still able to have the families that we want. See, y'all want to get women like Ebony K Williams knocked up so y'all can take her money, take her freedom, and then use that baby for 18 years as a pawn to stop her from getting any further in life. Women choosing to be single parents is not the same as being left a single parent. That's what y'all are really pressed about. Y'all like the idea of ruining a woman's life and potentially that child's life, even though low-key sometimes these kids are better off without y'all. But y'all like the idea of abandoning that family and making a single family home. So women choosing to do that and cutting you out of the equation, who are you going to ruin? Who are you going to destroy? What daddy issues can you leave on this child? None. And you're mad. Just like a typical colonizer oppressor. Y'all can't stand the idea that the people that were oppressed by you are figuring out how to survive and get around your oppressive tactics. Single motherhood being a choice and not a punishment is the new flex. And I love to see it.
Ebony K Williams is Exhibit A as to why no woman of any race should be race focused when she's dating. That woman has spent 40 years being the preference, doing everything right, very well spoken, beautiful, child free, and she has to go this route. You've been put on a pedestal only to have to still do it alone. Same outcome. And just being focused on 6% of the population, that's just a losing strategy, just on numbers. And then if you peel back the onion on what's included in that 6% of the population, put your womanhood above your race. You'll need to be covered, married, protected, secured. Your desire for a nuclear family, put that above anything else. Because at this point, they just like to talk. They don't back. There's no, you're not getting anything for holding your breath for one of them. You're not getting anything.
As for me, I am happy that she took matters into her own hands. Like, you want to have a child? Yes, if you have the money, you have the resources, you have a roof over your head, and you are sure that you can raise that child, go ahead and do it. Because at the end of the day, most women who are married or have a man in the home with them and their children are single mothers. We already know that, okay? Most marriages are standing on one leg, and that is the woman. Most relationships are standing on one leg, and that is the woman who is juggling everything while the man just comes and goes. There's so many men who are absent present fathers. They are just there on paper as their fathers, as, the other person to call if the mom is not around. And that's the only purpose they serve as fathers in their children's lives. All right. They don't participate. They don't take care of them. They don't care about their emotional well-being, their physical well-being. They don't give a F about them. All they care about is themselves. Okay. So if this woman decided to do this by herself, I don't see any difference. I don't. And the truth of the matter is, she won't be the first woman to have ever done this. The only difference is she is a public figure. But so many women are single, married women. They are taking care of everything by themselves in their relationships, including bills. Okay? Just because they want a man to be in the house, they are sacrificing their sanity, their physical well-being, their emotional well-being, just because they don't want to be single mothers. Right? And if Ebony K Williams chooses to be a single mother, I don't see any problem with that. I don't. All right. Matter of fact, I think a lot of women should do that. Because what's the point? Why would you have a child with a man who will not participate in raising that child? Do you just like the idea of saying you have a husband or your children have a father? Think about that. I don't see anything wrong with it. But anyway, let me know your thoughts and opinions about all of this in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video.